Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Another episode. We are going to talk about something really interesting. Anthony Mateus dos Santos to Arsenal. Yes, we are going to talk about Anthony to Arsenal because, of course, IG is a madman. Because IG wants to link players to Arsenal. Of course, wonderful players need to get linked with Arsenal. If they're not done by the transfer market, IG will do it for them. So, the first news, of course, what are the news? What do we have? Of course, Aubameyang, a recent interview. Aubameyang being wanted again by some clubs, blah, blah, blah. Anthony, the hot topic of this episode, of course. Thomas Partey, will he play against Liverpool or not at the weekend? We'll see about that. Emil Smith-Rowe, El Neni's contract situation. Mikel Arteta versus Jurgen Klopp in 2021. Jamie Carragher's humble pie moment. Everything will be spoken about in this episode. So stay tuned for that. And of course, if you seek daily Arsenal content, subscribe, baby. So the first news is Aubameyang. Aubameyang says, I'm the coolest captain in the league, maybe in the world. I try to be an example. I think that is the most important part of being a captain and trying to inspire the young people in the squad, but also the older people as well. Of course, Fofty is someone that looks up to Aubameyang. Not only Fofty, many people look up look up to Aubameyang and Lacazette as well. So that's really good if he thinks that way and if he comes out in an interview to speak like that. So it's really good. So talking about Martin Odegaard's views on Martinelli, he says it is always nice to play with him. He's moving a lot, so it's a dream to play with these sort of players. They always run and it is easy to give them the ball. So let's see. I'm just waiting for Martinelli to come and score a goal for Arsenal, man. Oh my God! Remember the Chelsea goal? Oh my God! The Stamford Bridge was unbelievable. So Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang of Arsenal may find a hard time looking for a new home, assuming if he leaves Emirates Stadium. So Barcelona have been linked with Aubameyang before, and the latest reports claim that Blaugranas plan to try again, but they're not the only club wanting him. Even Man City, according to this report is really funny. It's coming from International Business Times. Since when did they start, inquiring more about football? I just don't understand. But apparently that's the case, so we just move on with it. Yeah. I will not even take this hardly, like even 1%. I'll not take this seriously. Moving on, so talking about Alex Lacazette, he's a shocker, and I would love this. It's not a shocker as in a bad way, but shocker as in whatever it's on about. Like Athletic said yesterday that Mikel Arteta might give Alex Lacazette a new contract because he's impressed with what he's doing in the training. So here's the reality: Arsenal are currently unwilling to sanction the long-term deal Alex Lacazette is believed to be wanting. However, Arsenal do not rule out a short-term agreement if the club can strike a deal that does not leave them burdened with a lengthy contract or a heavy salary. So if Lacazette wants to accept, he can accept staying at Arsenal, but he would be, I don't know how adamant he is to get a better salary or not, or I don't know how he can do it, but yeah, it's up to him now. So leaked image of Arsenal 2022 Team Geist jersey manufactured by Adidas set for release this month or next month. This is according to La Casaca blog. So if you enjoyed it, I think it's pathetic. Anyways. Moving on, so Mikel Arteta's communication, according to this is a report from Athletic, okay, you gotta listen to this. So Mikel Arteta's communication with his players remains a strength. He is understood to have made particularly stirring pre-match team talks before that Norwich game and the 3-1 North London derby victory 2 weeks later. Arteta is also prepared to give others the opportunity to speak. In one post-match interview, Aaron Ramsdale admitted to addressing the team after being frustrated about the concession of a late consolation goal in last month's 3-1 win over Aston Villa. So, team building as in team development, team's character development is really, really on point, ladies and gentlemen. So, moving on, so here's the news that you've been waiting for. So about Anthony. Now, in 2019, Arsenal were, of course, when they were sealing the signing of Gabriel Martinelli, Arsenal were focusing on Anthony, the 19-year-old winger who played for Sao Paulo then. The release clause was 50 million euros, but a deal can be reached for 25 million according to the report via Sport Witness. So, right now, Anthony's price tag would be really high. Ajax know that he's a hot prospect. They could ask a lot for him, but I don't think so. A lot. He's good. Great dribbling, great finishing, curves, curls, superb. Great in build-up play as well. So quick as well. So For me, Anthony is a fantastic player. I don't know the price tag, what they'll be asking. I don't know. 60 is too much for him. 40 would be really good competitive price for him. I'd say that. Yes, just talking like a lot of technical mobile reviewer YouTubers, am I? But yeah, that's what I believe. That's the correct price tag for Anthony, or probably 35 to 40 would be really good. Anyways, let me know if you really require Anthony Mateus dos Santos at Arsenal. Of course, I've got some comments earlier before. So the ones who have not commented and let me know about their love for Anthony, this is your moment. Seek the opportunity. Comment and let me know. Anthony to Arsenal. Do you want Anthony to Arsenal to replace Nicola Pepe? Let me know in the comments. Moving on, talking about Thomas Partey. So Simon Collins says, Partey hoping to be fit for Liverpool on Saturday after working at Colney during international break. Possible update later today. If not, then Arteta speaking to media at 9 a.m. tomorrow. So that will be the best time period to know whether he'll be playing or not. But also talking about an update coming from Charles Watts himself. He says, as far as I'm aware, all the parties are hopeful that he could be involved on Saturday. That is, Thomas Partey could be involved on Saturday. As it stands, fingers crossed, it is looking like Thomas Partey is winning his fitness battle to play at Anfield. So, fantastic news, isn't it? For me, it's a fantastic news. Let's see how things will turn out. Moving on, so talking about Joe Cole has some words about Emil Smith Rowe. He says, Smith Rowe, he is holding Arsenal together. What is he, 21 or 22? He's the man they look to, him and Saka. Young players are a commodity now. At Arsenal, Saka and Smith Rowe, that must be at least £100 million worth of players. Nope. I'm pretty much sure they're more than that. 100%. I have no doubts in my mind that they're more than that. So, moving on, talking about more funny and unbelievable stuff. There was a news spread which, the rumor was that Elneny has terminated his contract with Arsenal. So, apparently, it's false, of course. The news spread about the termination of Mohamed Elneny's contract with Arsenal is incorrect. So, anyone who got that news, not true. I don't know if many people have got that news in a way or not. But that's not true anyway. So, the year 2021 was not that good for Liverpool, considering the fact that towards the end of last season what happened, and the way they've started this season is fantastic. But yeah, Virgil van Dijk injury was not kind to them at all. So here's a comparison between Arsenal under Mikel Arteta and of course Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp in the year 2021. Just look at those numbers. They're very close. Arsenal have an advantage. 33 matches played, 17 wins for Jurgen Klopp, 18 for Arsenal, 9 defeats for Jurgen Klopp, 8 for Arsenal, 58 points for Jurgen Klopp, 61 for Arsenal. So the next game is the decider, whether Arsenal will increase upon this or Liverpool will they'll be equal in points with Arsenal. That'll be crazy. Let me know what you guys think about this stat. Let me know. So moving on, Jamie Carragher's Arsenal verdict. He's already opened up about Arsenal. He says, since I've come to punditry, I'm probably not the most popular guy with Arsenal supporters because it's been a time where Arsenal have been really poor. This is the first time I feel almost excited by them. There is something about Arsenal right now. It feels like there's a coming together. And also talking about his humble pie moment regarding Aaron Ramsdale. So, before the Ramsdale thing, we're going to talk about Renato Sanchez. So, speaking to ITV, Patrick Vieira has warned why Arsenal should not sign Renato Sanchez. He says, he was a big prospect. Last year with Lille, he did really well. He wasn't really consistent during the season, but he had some flashes of his talent. So, if Arsenal want flashes, they can keep Elneny. Anyway, why am I so savage? Moving on, so, Jamie Carragher has eaten a humble pie regarding his verdict about Aaron Ramsdale. He spoke to Ringer FC podcast. He says, the keeper, if I've ever been wrong about a player more than Aaron Ramsdale, I don't know who it is yet. It's still early days, but I remember that last minute goal versus Crystal Palace. He ran from one end to the other to get involved with the celebrations. I thought there are little things with these young lads coming together, and it reminded me of us at Liverpool under Gerard Hoya, I guess that's how it is to be said. So yeah. So that is that, ladies and gentlemen. Humble pie moment for Jamie Carragher. I always love any person in this world, whoever eats a humble pie and accepts it. It's really a respectable, but a very I like those kind of moments. So with this, I'd like to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you see daily Arsenal content, best place to be, consider subscribing, lads. Anthony to Arsenal in the comments. Let me know, are you a supporter of Anthony to Arsenal? I'll see you in the next one. Personally, I'd love Anthony at Arsenal. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.